leaders in the you get to basically hear from different leaders in the company, and the guy you're about to hear from, everyone that worked with him, including, sideline, cross line, you name it. He's someone that is basically will pour into everyone, loves on everyone, knows how to go out there and win, has grown a huge business in our company. And I get the privilege to call him a friend. Someone that, in fact, I don't know if it showed up on your live yesterday, but Jill and I, we had it playing in the background, and Jill's like, I really like Shane. I just always really liked him. And he's someone that we have built a relationship with over the last 3 years. And I really enjoy calling him a friend. He's a great dude. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to my good friend, Shane Mcardle. Over to you, my friend.
Thanks, Chris. And thank Jill for that. That's really kind. That really makes my heart glow, really. That is my purpose in life, really. I've found that purpose through time and through actually walking in this path of life, which is being a servant person to other people. I didn't used to be that guy. And this business or life just, God, some people say God. If you're godly, you'll say God gave me this path. And it feels wonderful. I cannot begin to tell you how wonderful it feels to walk out in the day, every single day. Number one, grateful. Like, really, I can't even believe when I say, like, my closest friends, when they hear me speak like this, they're like, who are you? Like, what are you talking about? They know me as the past Shane, and I've grown. And if you're new to this business or you're in this business, believe me, you're growing right now as you speak. And it is a beautiful thing. The person that you are growing into right now is actually the person you knew was inside you all along, but you just didn't know how to bring that person out possibly. And it's a beautiful thing. And all we have to do is we just have to just keep on walking forward and embrace that even your closest friends that you've known for decades may say, who are you? This isn't you. And guess what? It's okay to grow. It's natural. And yes, even our closest friends don't want us to grow because they fear that you're going to grow away from them. And that's okay too. You know what? If they're your real friends, believe me, even sometimes your closest friends can be your anchors. And if they're your real friends, they will love for you to grow. They will want you to be happy. They will be happy for your happiness. I even posted that on my Facebook yesterday. That's actually Oprah Winfrey's quote. She was quoted as saying that, and I loved it. And I've always watched Oprah Winfrey because my mom loved Oprah. And man, you know what? Maybe that's the reason why I am who I am too. It's a little bit of Oprah. So anyways, the training. There you go. That's the training. We conclude that now, and that's all you need to know. So no pens or papers. No, there's a little bit more. So if you're new to this business or you're not new to this business, I want to tell you first and foremost, did I even stop thanking Jill and Chris? Thank you very much, Jill and Chris. They are my friends. And that's the other beautiful thing about this business is you can grow friendships here. Like real friendships of people who really care about supporting, helping, loving, pouring into you. And they want you to actually come forward and actually be close to them. That's why this business is amazing. It's not really a business. It's a lifestyle. It's that thing that you wanted all along in life, but yet you just didn't know where it was. It's that thing. It's that, it's that feeling inside of your belly, inside of your heart that, you know what, this feels right. If you're new on here, first and foremost, would you do me a favor, if you can, pop your cameras on here. You know what, we're going to get a little bit comfortably uncomfortable today. If you're not the type of person that usually puts your camera on, I invite you to get a little bit squirmy, just a little bit. Believe me, you're beautiful. I assure you that you're beautiful just the way you are, wherever you are, you're beautiful. I assure you. Pop your cameras on. Let's all see each other here. Let's smile. Let's interact. Let's have some waves. Yes, I see some people. Barbara's in the automobile. Pay attention to the road, obviously. But thank you, Barbara, for putting that on, and everybody for popping your cameras on. See, it was a little bit uncomfortable, but guess what? You did it. You literally did it. You just made a decision to press a button, turn a camera on, and who felt a little bit uncomfortable doing that? It was a little bit uncomfortable. It was, right? A little bit. But guess what? You're all beautiful. Guess what you just did? You just single-handedly made me feel better just from seeing your face. You believe that? The face we try to hide, we try to alter in the mornings, we try to do all this stuff to make ourselves look a little bit different than who we really are, who we are. But just as you are, you're amazing. And that's the point that I wanted to bring up right in the very beginning of this. I want to let you know that there's no real secret to the training of this. You already have, if I show of hands, who would believe if I told you, I'm going to tell you, who would believe that you have everything that it takes to be able to succeed at this business just as you are? Who would believe that? Put your hands up if you believe me. Okay. Who believes that you need to have a lot of training? You need to have a lot of factual stuff in order to step forward and succeed in this business? Show of hands. Okay, you need a pen, piece of paper, give me the goods, give me the secrets, give me the everything. Because you're on this call, I assure you, you have to be able to trust. In this business, you have to be able to trust. And sometimes that's hard because a lot of people have been broken by people because trust got used or abused. And we found ourselves in a spot where it's hard to trust again. But our intuition inside of our guts, inside of our hearts, and there's a lot of women on this case, pretty much all women, except for me and Chris, I think here. Maybe I'm missing a few people. But women are smarter than men because you use your intuition. And amongst other things too. But predominantly you use your intuition, right? And your intuition, your gut feeling has never steered you wrong. Has your gut feeling, by show of hands, has your gut feeling ever steered you wrong? Looking back, we've got some people of multiple different ages in here. So we got a decade or two or three or four or five, 6 different decades maybe in here. Never steered you wrong, right? So your intuition and your gut feeling steered you here, and you're here now. You showed up in this call. And that alone tells you that you have everything that it takes. Because you found this business, I know for a fact that everybody that I brought into this business and everybody I've spoken to in this business is similar to me. Everyone's similar. Like we've got over here, we've got, I'm sorry, was it Rina? And your new business partner is?
Michelle.
So we got brand new business partner over here. And guess what? I'm willing to bet that you two are two peas in a pod. Look at you sitting next to each other. Both got broken arms from beating that guy up at the bar. But you're two peas in a pod, right? You're like Forrest Gump and Jenny, right? P's and Q's, P's and Q's. And so you don't vibrate too far away from each other. And that's how you got brought into this business, is because you resonated with somebody that you cared about. And they brought you into this business because your intuition brought you into the business. You're all loving, caring, giving. I'm willing to bet loving, caring, giving. All of us on here. Love to help people, pour into people, selfless, right? Are we not all that? We're all the same, right? Then all of a sudden, something feels great in our intuition, sort of goes, man, I'm in. I am in. This feels right, I'm in, right? Did everybody on here, did you, show of hands again, is that not how it happened? This felt right, and I'm going to do this, right?
I jumped.
Jump, right? We jump in because you jumped in because you trusted your friend, and your friend was doing it, and you're similar to your friend. And then you say, I want to do that too, because that feels right to my intuition. That feels right to my gut, my whole being. It feels like the right thing to do. So who on here is brand new besides you? Who else? Anybody else on here brand new? Like pretty much brand new within the first month, maybe a couple months?
Yeah, I've been on for like a month. Started June 16th.
Okay, June 16th, welcome. I want you to know that now you've been here basically for a month. Maybe you've encountered a few things, and we're going to get to that in a bit. But you have everything that it takes to do this business because you're here. That's all you need to know is you're here, and it felt right. There is no secret, but I'm going to give you a few tidbits of information that are going to help you through the longevity of your career here. First and foremost, I want to let you know this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme or get-rich-quick thing or whatever. This takes time, and it takes the openness and willingness to learn and grow. So if you have the willingness to grow, put your hand up. I do. I grow every day, and it's been the most valuable thing that I ever did here in this business, in this multi-level marketing, connection commerce business, what we do. the best part of this has been the friendships and the growth within myself. No one ever really puts a monetary value on that because we kind of go do this and get paid that. But the bonus is we get bonused every day if we participate and we do the activities. We grow as a person every day, just like the people on here that took the boom, put the camera on. You grew. Congratulations. Guess what? You overcame an uncomfortable zone and you proved yourself that you can actually do what it takes. It takes getting uncomfortable to be able to grow. You cannot have growth without some sort of a change or being uncomfortable. You know, long time ago now, about 3 years ago, I went to start therapy. She's a psychiatrist, psychologist, no meds, but psychologist. And I sat in that seat and I had to talk about the things I had to talk about. I was on the edge of my seat, and man, I was squirming just like this. I was like, man, it was uncomfortable, but I never had the most amount of growth from me sitting on the edge of that seat. And I actually craved that squirmy feeling. I craved it. I was like, I'm done. I'm done being the person that I was, and I want to grow into the person I actually really am and have been all along. And it took getting uncomfortable to do that. So give yourself a pat on the back and give yourself an applause that you got uncomfortable and you clicked the camera on. So you proved yourself that you can get uncomfortable and you can grow. You proved it. It's just that easy, right? You don't have to go to a psychologist or anything or all that stuff, but embrace being uncomfortable, because uncomfortability is the secret to this, okay? I know that for a fact, I know that everybody here loves to help people. You helped yourself first, but guess what? It's okay to be selfish. Okay, I want to let you know it's okay to be selfish. Everybody on here helped themselves first, felt better, and now the natural thing to do is to share with other people, right? We were selfish, like this selfish, a bad word, eh? Oh, you're selfish. Yeah, so what? It takes selfishness to be selflessness. You can't be selfless unless you're a little bit selfish. Let's face it, who on here is a parent? Who here's on I'm a parent, right? Maybe you don't pick up on this, but I pick up on it all the time. Yesterday, just as a matter of fact, I was sitting around and I was at a store, and I was in the grocery store. And this is the type of person I am. Okay, well, I'll tell you that story in a second. Here's what you need in this business. You need ears. You need ears and you need your heart, okay? You need your ears to be able to pick up. Your ears are like your listening skills are like, should be constantly listening for people complaining. Does anybody know anybody that complains? Do you ever hear people complaining about their life or anything like that, right? Complain all the time. Now, as a parent, you have as a mother, and I guess as a father too, but as a mother, I know mothers are very good at, if you offer a mother something like, oh, this would be perfect for my husband, or oh, this would be perfect for my kids, or this would be perfect for my whatever, or you go into the mall and you go shopping for something for you and you walk out of the mall and you got a couple bags, but everything's for somebody else besides yourself. That's a mother, right? That's a mother. You get to do that all the time. That's a parental thing. That's like, oh, I do it all the time. I love Christmas shopping because I get to like little presents speak to me like, oh, that'd be perfect for. You've got those skills. That's a skill. Believe it or not, it's a skill. In this particular case, in the career, or the fun thing that we've decided to do is we've decided to take that skill of listening and offer some sort of a solution to someone's problem. Okay, that's as simple as this is. You have already all the skills that it takes. You love to help. You love other people. You've taken a chance. You jumped all in. Then now what happens? Aaron, what happened in the next month for you? Took that chance, you jumped all in, and did anything sort of happen to you over the last month? Did anything different kind of happen from the all-in thing? I know I put you on the spot there, you had a beautiful child there with you. What happened with you over the last month? What did you go through over the last month? Do I have to unmute you? I think I have to unmute you. Oh. I don't know why I can't unmute you. Can you unmute yourself, Aaron? There you
know
go.
what? I didn't hear what you just said because my two little kiddos are trying to make a cameo.
No problem. No
So if you can
problem at all.
repeat what you said.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're about a month in, a little over a month in, and you went all in and you jumped in with your friend to do this business, and then now you've been a month. How are you feeling right now? What's happened in the course of a month? Have you you want to put the foot right on the gas pedal all the way down, and then what?
I feel fantastic. I mean, I've been on here a month, and to be dead honest, I joined it for anxiety is kind of like a last ditch effort. I don't think there's anything wrong with meds, nothing with that. I just wanted to do something more natural. So, I joined hands with my girl, Lisa, and she shared her story with me, and she, she was open-hearted with me. And I was like, all right, I feel like she truly cares about what's going on with me. So I tried it. Products made me feel great. Within 2 months, I'm like, what's this brand partner thing all about? And she didn't even ask me. I asked her. And, I just had some major dental surgery done. So if I'm talking weird, I apologize, but uncomfortable, right? And, I'm like, this would be a great way to kind of just maybe bring in some side money, but more so like, all right, if I'm going to keep on these products and they're making me feel great, let's try it for the discount. I'm being completely honest with you. Well, as I started taking them, I had somebody else ask, well, what are these? Sign me up. Let me try them. My aunt, and then I had a couple friends, and I've had people on these products for a month that are not taking headache medication, that are noticing a reduction in anxiety, are noticing more energy. So I'm like, all right, it's not just me and my crazy head, because I'm always up in my head, and just thinking like, am I just, drinking the Kool-Aid and it's working for me and I'm just believing it? But I have friends that are actually feeling these things too. And I actually just spoke with someone this morning, and I was talking, I think her name's Wanrella, because I've been on a couple talks, and she's talked about fibromyalgia. And I had somebody reach out to me telling me they were just diagnosed with it. And I had a beautiful conversation with her this morning. And she's like, you just have a big heart and I trust you. And I trust that it's not a scam. If it's working for you, maybe this is something, it might be my answered prayer. And I love that it's natural too. I go exactly where I liked it. But within my first month, I think I had like 10 customers within 2.5 weeks and hit star. I don't like to brag, but it was something like, I'm a teacher, I'm a mom, I'm an artist. Never thought I'd be doing network marketing. And it just feels good to kind of just be helping people. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of going in circles because I'm uncomfortable a little, but it just feels, it feels good. I like it. I feel good about doing it. I feel good about helping people. I think that's the teacher in me. Yeah, and I'm just excited to just keep hopping on these calls and hearing from people and, keep learning,
Perfect.
So, yeah.
Perfect. You basically there, Erin, 1 month in, just explained the system. You just explained it. You just explained the whole system that we have, that since day one of this company, I think it was 2016 November, I guess, we had a simple philosophy. Okay, talk to 2 people a day about something you're excited about. Could be the product or the business. Okay, talk to 2 people a day minimum. That was it. It was something that you're excited about, and then get them onto some other information. Right now, we're blessed. We have so much information that we could send them. Make it simple. But the root thing there is that we all have, thank you very much, Erin, by the way, for sharing and being uncomfortable. You did fantastic. Fantastic. We have it all in us. I want to reiterate that. And I'm going to repeat myself. You have it in you already. We as humans love to help. That's our natural born instinct, is to help people. And, I'm a teacher. You said I'm a teacher. I like to help. It's my, you don't have to be a teacher. You just have to be a human. We just have to be a human, you guys. So if you're sitting on this call and you're saying, well, I'm not a teacher, so I'm not, but I only dig ditches, so I'm not, or I'm a coffee barista at Starbucks, I'm not, I'm just a stay-at-home mom, I'm not. Believe me, you are. You're human, and humans love to help. They love to help other people. And humans love to be helped. Humans love to be helped. Humans love to be talked to. Humans love to be interacted with. Humans love to be that feeling. So you said it feels great to help people. It feels great. Become addicted to that feeling of greatness. So if you're new on here, it was Michelle, right? I'm terrible with names. I think it was Michelle with the broken left arm. She's a lefty, right? So get addicted to that feeling. That feeling. It's not like feelings are feelings. Feelings go deep. Feelings. That feeling of helping somebody. That feeling of wanting to help somebody has to be so strong, so much stronger than the fear. Man, that's a good quote. That feeling's got to be stronger than the fear. It has to be. Your why, we talk about whys, right? Why are you here? I'm here because of a little bit of extra money. No, you may think that, but you're actually here because it feels right to be here. It feels right to have that feeling of helping somebody, and that, that feeling where you walk a little taller, got a little smile on your face, and it feels great inside. You're like, man, I made a real difference in that person's life. Believe me, it can be a smile on a face. It can be a hello, how are you? But we have something so profound that the people with the bigger problems that you would normally believe they need to go to a doctor or a psychologist or whatever, or a hospital or whatever to fix their problems. A lot of the problems that people have can be fixed by what we have. Okay, most people will go to the doctor. Now, yada. We can't make medical claims we're curing any condition, but believe me, what people are missing in their life is interaction, is love. Is someone actually going to take some time to talk to me about my problems? Are you kidding me? Nobody does that anymore. And you just walked into a path. Just doing that makes a person feel better. And believe me, if you hear someone talking about a problem or an issue that they're having, and you have a solution for that you believe in, that you're excited about, here's the tough part. This is where we clam up. This is where most people clam up. Oh my God, that person was just talking about that they're so stressed out, and that they just can't handle life anymore, and they're so stressed, or maybe they've been, oh my God, that person just said it's a struggle to make my bills meet at the end of the month. It's such a struggle. And I heard that feeling of helping, that real feeling that you have, it has to feel so good that you want to be able to say, hey, excuse me, I know that we're strangers and you don't even know me, but I couldn't help but overhear you say blah, 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 blah. Or maybe your friend that's in a situation. That feeling of helping, and the knowledge and the 100% belief that people love. Like on here, who loves to be interacted with? Who loves a hug? Who loves a hello? Who loves a smile? I do. Who loves somebody actually listening to me? Anybody married in here? When you talk to your husband, yeah, okay, honey, yeah. You're not even listening to me. What did I just say? Right? So, and I guess it goes both ways too. I'm putting all the men under the bus here, but it goes both ways, I'm sure, right? But that feeling when someone's really listening, oh, could you tell me more about that problem that you had today, honey? Go be that person, right? Go be that person. Excuse me, listen, Jennifer, I know we've seen each other a couple of times and you mentioned blah, 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 blah. Listen, it's hard on me. Be authentic. Be authentic. Be loving. Be caring. If you're going to write anything down, Michelle, write that. Be loving. Be caring. Be authentic. Be a true you. Authenticity, oh my God, is power. And you know what? Women are fantastic at being authentic, being transparent. The problem is society has made us believe that we can't be our true, real selves. We have to be strong. Don't show your cards. Da, 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 da. That's all BS. You know it because you're here. You're here. You're here because you actually want to make a difference in the world. Could be your world to start. That's okay, because it's okay to be selfish, to be selfless. You have to get power first. When we're in a struggle, like Erin said, hey, I was struggling with something. I took this product, it worked for me. She gained up her power. The natural thing was to also share, because, we're human and we like to care. And she started sharing. But without the share, you're going to be dead in the water. So that comes to the uncomfortable feeling. Like when you all popped your cameras on, remember that? And you grew, you have to take a chance to share. You need to know nothing to do this business. You need to know nothing. There's nothing that I can say that you don't already have inside of you. Believe me, you may have popped on here thinking that you're going to get some big tip. Okay, I want you to go and step with your left foot first, then your right, then your left again. And then I want you to open your mouth, and I want you to take a little breath, and I want you to say this. We can't do that. Yeah, there's a system that we have. It's 4 steps. I'll blurt it out here right now. Be a product about the product. Be a product of the product. Sorry. Share your excitement. Share your excitement about something you're excited about, which is the product or how you're feeling. Tell your story, or a story that pertains to the person's complaint. That's step number 3. And then share a tool with them. When they say, that sounds really interesting, share a tool. Share a video, share a PDF, share a You shared a story, but share some other information or introduce them. Yeah, okay, well, listen, like I had a lady yesterday. Believe me, I do this. I had a lady yesterday. I need to know all the ingredients. I was talking about the new shake program, the lose weight program. And she's like, I need to know the ingredients. I go, listen, it's all natural, it's plant-based. That's all that I know. What do you mean that's all you know? I phoned her. She goes, I need to know all the ingredients. I go, do you know how hard it would be for me to get a list of all the ingredients? I go, I don't know. I just know it's all plant-based and natural, and that's all that I need to know. And I'm going to start taking it. I still have not given her and refused to give her. I just said, you know what? I'll tell you what I can do. I can send you a PDF on the product. Here you go. Boop, 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 boop. Sent her 3 PDFs from the app. That was it. You need to know nothing. You just need to take action. That's it. As yourself. You don't need to be me. You don't need to wear a blue thing with the hoodie and be in a van, whatever, and have the blinds down or have blue eyes and slick your hair over to the left. You don't need to be me. You just need to be you. And you're enough. I cannot say that enough. You're enough. You have everything that it takes. You may not believe it right now, but believe me, if you take action, you're going to learn. If I sound like I'm confident, yeah, but Shane, I can never be you or whatever. You hold me up to a higher standard. Stop it. I'm no better than you. I'm no different than you. We're all the same. Don't hold anybody up to a higher standard because you're here and you're starting your journey or you're in your journey at a time. And this is all about growth and about longevity. You're here for the long haul. You're here for not 1 year, 2 years, 1 month to 3 months, whatever. I joined this business. I says, you know what? This is a 5-year play. This is a 5-year play. And you know what? Even though I said it's a 5-year play, I won't leave. I have too much fun helping too many people. I have so much fun helping people with something that and I'm lazy. Okay, I'm lazy. Efficient, some people will say. I'm lazy. I would much rather have somebody jack themselves with a cup of coffee and a pill than it would be to take 3 months trying to fix somebody or trying to help somebody. Just have a coffee with them. Share something. Like, it's the easiest thing I've ever done. So I'll never leave. I'll never stop introducing this product to people. Never. Because too many people are suffering and we need our army to be bigger than that army. So this is a long-term play and you're jumping in at the point where you are. And believe me, before this company, I was with another company. So I was with another company. I came here. So I've been 5 years in the industry, but I've grown and the growth came from action, learning little bits. And if you can learn a little bit from me or a Ricky or a Chris or your leader, you can learn a little bit. If you're open to learning, you're going to get farther, faster than I ever did. Because believe me, the first company that I was with, I did it all on my own and I didn't have success. Then I was open to learning and I learned that 4-step system and it made it so much easier. I was open to learning and then I didn't even care about money. I didn't even care about money in this business. What I cared about was helping people. Because that was the root that we all have is caring for people. And that's what carries me forward. And the money came. But I still don't care about the money. It's nice. Believe me, it's nice. Yes, I was able to walk away from my job and earn an income here doing this. But the feeling of helping people carries me forward into the future. Right? So if you're not helping people or not trying to help people, you're not going to learn. If you're not taking that shot, you put your camera on, get a little uncomfortable. Excuse me, I know I could never, how many people said this? I could never talk to a stranger. Anybody? It would be weird. It would be awkward if I could ever talk to a stranger about something. That would be really weird. Try it. And believe me, the more you try that, hey, excuse me, I couldn't help it over here that you were saying that you were suffering from some sadness. You know what? I'm sorry for eavesdropping, but I believe that the universe or God doesn't put people in front of me for just by chance. I believe that probably we were supposed to come across people's plate because I actually was in the same boat as you. Something like that. I mean, if that sounds like that was so slick out of my mouth, it's only because I've said it multiple times. But I assure you, the first time that I said it, it felt awkward. I stumbled. I may have messed up what I was saying. I may have, but I took a chance. You see what I'm saying? You have to take that chance. And the more chances you take, the more you're going to grow, the more you're going to perfect some things. And your team's going to grow, you're going to grow, and you're going to grow that feeling that it feels inside of you to be able to help a human, to profoundly help a human. It can be 10% help and it's still profound. I hope you know that. So you have everything that it takes. Anybody have any? Okay. So you got the 4 steps there, and Michelle, it was Michelle, right? You got the 4 steps there. I hope. I know you got your pen. You wanted to write some things down. All you have to do is open our ears and then open our mouths and take a shot and a chance. Because guess what? Here's the best thing. When I talk about feelings, I feel amazing going to sleep every night, and I feel excited about waking up in the morning. How many people around you in your life do you know or see that they're excited about getting up the next morning? Not very many. You've entered into a world of being excited. And guess what? That alone, if you allow that excitement to come out of your mouth and your face and your smile and your in yourself, that's infectious. And people want that. You ever hear the feel, I want what that person's smoking. When you're like all happy and whatever, I'll take whatever that person's having. Right? People say stuff like that, but then when we join this business, sometimes we feel, oh, somebody said no, or someone said one of those things, or somebody said something along those lines, and we're like, and it was a little chip away from our confidence. But you have to walk through not right nows, aka no's, to get yeses, right? If someone says not right now, or nah, not for me, believe me, that's all part of your growth. That's all part of the journey here. Go get more no's, because guess what? The very, very least what you're doing is going out and talking to somebody and them saying no is at least them knowing, KNOWING, them knowing that you're on to something. And if you can't plant that seed, that's planting the seed, and them saying not right now, they'll never know what you know. They'll never know what you got. You got the good stuff. You got a life that you're feeling whole and complete. And guess what? Your life, you get to go to sleep excited about tomorrow. Your life, you get to go to sleep knowing, hey, I made a difference in the world. I can tell you, there's no better feeling than knowing when I go to sleep at night, I know that I made a difference. Could be in just one person's life. Could have been in 3. I'm saying for you, just try 2 a day. Just try 2 a day and see what happens in a month. So how do you know you're doing 2 a day? Because you're going to write everything down. You're going to write down the people that you spoke to. Spoke to Jennifer at the grocery store. I spoke to Sally Smith, my old friend from 20 years ago. Talk to her. What did I do? Write these down, the people that you spoke to. This, if you want to know how much of the actual effort you're doing in your dream, write down who you're speaking to. Write down on it. I'm not saying, I'm like, this is, if you want to know like an actual, like a nugget, like a real nugget, because you're like, this is pretty generic, Shane, but that believe me, everything that I said is all you need to know. But if you want to actually solidify what you're actually doing, instead of being part of something, contribute to something. Being part is nice. It's nice. It's a nice, safe feeling. I'm in this company and I'm on these calls and everything like that. But if we don't talk to people, we're not making that difference. We have to change that selfless into that selfish into selfless. And the only way we do that is we start talking to people. Write down who you're talking to, because the only person that can hold you accountable to your success, whatever that looks like. I mean, it could be whatever. It could be talking to one person. It could be putting the camera on today. That was success. It could be showing up for this call. That's success. No, I'm on my first call and I met this guy named Shane, and he was all right. He was a little bit weird, but whatever. That's success. You've succeeded. You've done something for you. Now take what you've learned and now apply it. So that's selfish. Now be selfless. Go be selfless and spread your joy, your happiness, your weirdness. I love being weird. I love it. I'm glad that I'm a weirdo. I'm glad I'm crazy. Like, I'm crazy. People look at me, they come around me and like, man, like that person is like just a bundle of it. Like that guy is just different. I'd rather be that person than be a little sheep walking around on earth. People can call me weird, can call me whatever I want. I really don't care. I embrace that. So when I go to sleep at night, I go, man, I made a difference. And I sleep so deep. My goodness me, I sleep so deep. And when I wake up, I'm grateful that that last day happened and I get to repeat it all again, making a difference in the world. And you have everything that it takes to do it. You really do. You have everything that it takes. You've listened to your intuition. You've listened to that gut feeling. You're a beautiful woman or man, and you got everything that it takes, and people would be lucky to encounter you. I assure you, people don't walk around caring and loving on other people. oh my God, honey, I was at the grocery store and this woman behind me in the line. Just imagine people saying this in the lineup, and I was mentioning that I was struggling with whatever. And this bitch, she decides to say hello to me and ask me how I am. I can't believe that person. How dare her? Nobody says that stuff. Nobody would ever say that. Would say, you know what, honey, I can't believe this. I was at the grocery store and I was talking to my friend, and this stranger came up to me and said she was sorry that I was feeling that way. And you know that she was also struggling with the same things. And I'm not alone. I know that I'm not alone. That makes me feel great. Somebody actually took the time to care and love on me. That's how it's gonna say. But for some reason we think we're gonna be, I'm gonna be a weirdo. Go be the weirdo. Go be that weirdo. Go love and care. Nobody ever says, oh my God, that person cared, wanted to love on me. That's brutal. No one ever said that ever. People might say, man, that was really unique and interesting and new. No, that doesn't happen to me all the time. Be a caring weirdo, exactly like Ricky and Jessica says. So I assure you that if you take the momentum, you just make the decision, you already made it. Keep making a decision every day and be here for a long time. Your life is going to grow. It's going to grow. You're going to learn so much stuff here on the journey. This is a journey. And all you got to do is take action within the journey and be here for a long time and embrace the people. If you've never met me, you've met me now. Right. And I've met you now. Aaron, thank you very much. And Michelle, and it was Ryan, thank you very much for participating. We've now met each other. And guess what? Now this is how it goes. We grow as a family together, as a bunch of freaking weirdos walking around in life trying to love on other people. It's pretty cool. What a cool shtick. And guess what? We get paid to do it. And people are like, I had my buddy yesterday, Shane, well, it's not like I have a life like you, I've got to work. Not everybody can drive around in a little bus that they build and sit and do this and that. And I go, well, yeah, everybody can. Yeah, everybody can. But you're the one that sold yourself the story, and you've been watching me for 5 years, my best buddy, Shane, and you've been watching me live my life. And yeah, everybody can. Yes, everybody can. But you prefer to go and work those jobs and be away from whatever. You've made the decision. So here's a story for you. I'm going to end this on a story. May 25th, I bought a bus. Okay, I bought a school bus. And so I preach a lot about just take action. Just take action. You don't have to know anything. Okay, so this is for Michelle, who had the pen and wanted to write down everything she needed to know. And I'm telling you, all you need to do is walk forward. And so because I talk to people about mindset and I teach people mindset, you don't need to know everything before you get started. This bus that I'm about to show you is actually proof to that. Okay, you don't need all the tools. You don't need everything like that. You don't need anything. You just need to have a dream, a vision of where you want to get to. Okay, what you want in your life. Really solidify that dream and why you want that dream. So I took an old transit bus. It's a 20-passenger bus. May 25th, I received the bus, and I started working on it on June 1st. Okay, I took 19 days. It took me 19 days, and I had a multi-purpose screwdriver, a tape measure, and a wrench set. Okay, it's all that I own, and I have no skills whatsoever in any of the crafts, trades, or anything. I'm not an electrician. I'm not a plumber. I'm not a gas fitter. I'm not a framer. I'm not a skilled woodworker or anything like that whatsoever. I'm not a cabinet installer, and I'm not a decorator. Okay, that's for sure. So, and I decided that this is what I was going to do for my daughter, right? This was for my daughter. My why was powerful. I wanted my daughter who just graduated to go and experience life and try to learn who she is first before she has to enter into whatever world she wants. Hopefully it's painting rocks and having passion for something. I hope, and not just going to school. So not that there's anything wrong with that. I want her to just find herself first, then go to school and do what she feels she wants to do. So this bus, 19 days. Now I want to tell you this. It took some relationships that I had nourished my whole life. I had relationships with some friends that had some skills. Those came into play. I had to tell people about my dream. Told some people about my dream. Wow, that sounds really wicked. A framer friend of mine says, I want to be involved in that. That's positive. I want to be involved in that positive. That's awesome. And he's an alcoholic and a drug addict too. And he wanted to be a part of something positive. I said, no problem. His name's Paul. No problem, Paul. Come and help me out. I'd love to have you around here. Because I knew if he was attached to something positive, instead of something negative, that might spark something in him, right? So he helped me frame this bus. Then I had my friend Shane as a cabinet installer. He says, I'd love to help you out. Awesome. I had an electrician that I had met, pretty much a stranger. I met him in the park. And he says, you know what? That is awesome. I'd love to be a part of that. I'll donate some time to you. So these relationships are what helped me do this, but I did have my hand in almost everything in here. I learned a lot. I learned how to wire. I learned how plumbing. I learned cabinet installing. I learned so many tricks of the trade along the journey, just like us here in this business. And if it wasn't for this business, I wouldn't have the mindset to be able to even tackle a job with a screwdriver, a multi-purpose hand. Has anybody tried to use a hand screwdriver lately? Like your wrists, you're hurt from just doing one screw, right? Nobody uses those things, but that's all I had. And a tape measure that apparently wasn't even good enough, says my friend. It was too thin and it bent all the time. Like, get a new. I says, nope, this is my dad's old one, and I'm using this one. It has to be involved. My dad passed many, many moons ago. So I said, it has to be involved in this. And then, and I had a wrench set, which actually wasn't good enough, and it was breaking all the time because I had to remove all the seats. So this is the bus, okay? So this is the bus. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see this, but this is the bus. So cabinets all up there, refrigerator, and you got a gas stove, and you got a sink here with hot and cold water. I know nothing about plumbing. My buddy Ken is actually in the bus right now. He donated a faucet for me. He's in the industry. And then there's the bedroom. The bedroom here. There's a little seating area. My daughter loves green. Okay. So the point is this, and you probably want to see the outside of the bus and what it looks like. Else. That's the inside. So the point I'm trying to make here is that, and you might kick out because my phone's inside there. You don't need to know everything before you get started, and magic happens. See, we preach it all the time. So there's the bus. Okay, so that's the little bus. So that's for my daughter. You don't need to know everything before you get started, but I never would have learned that if I didn't do this business. You just have to get started and be open and willing to learn things as you go, right? Learning from other people. Okay, I watched my buddy use the saw, the saw. Oh, I had to accumulate some tools. I had to buy some tools, but if I was not in this business, I wouldn't have the time to do this. It took me 19 days to do it. Okay, 19 days to do this transformation. I wouldn't have had the time. If I didn't say yes and start taking action on all the things I said before, I wouldn't have had the time to be able to do this. I wouldn't have been able to have the money to do this because I saved money from this business and it turned into like that either. And I like glamping more than camping. So what I'm trying to say is that you can do anything you put your mind to in your dream. Your dream is what powers you forward. So get attached to your dream. Get attached to that why. Why are you? And believe in yourself. And if you're having struggles, and believing in yourself, look me up. Say hello. Let's have a chat. Because believe me, if I have to have a chat with you and you borrow the confidence of somebody else, maybe you're not feeling so confident because maybe you've had some months of some people saying no. And it's hard maybe right now. You're going to go through ups and downs, and you need the downs to propel you to your ups. You need all of that. So it's all part of the journey, okay? Have faith and trust that you made the right decision and you have everything that it takes. And if you don't know that or believe that, you come and talk to me anytime. I'll make sure that we have a conversation. And if I have to pour a little bit of me into you to get you some momentum, that's what I'll do. No problem. That's what we do. That's what we're all here for. That's why we're family here. We're friends. We're family. You just single-handedly got yourself a whole brand new side family. Really believe that there's people here that love you and want your success and they want your happiness and they actually want to know your dreams and help. I want no more than to watch somebody else grab their dream. There's no better feeling than, oh my goodness me, I had a hand. Same as that guy, Paul. Same as my buddy Ken, who's in here right now. He just got into this bus for the first time. And he probably saw the faucet that he donated to me. He's like, yes, that I contributed to this. Ken, would that be accurate?
You nailed it.
See, you contribute to somebody else's happiness and it makes you feel good. And that's all we do here, right? The framer dude, the alcoholic drug addict guy, he sees that bus now on social media. He's like, yes, I had a part in that, right? Go have a part in someone else's improved life, but you can't do that unless we open up this and we and we open up our ears, but we have to take that shot and love on somebody. That's the training for today. I don't even know how long that was. Hopefully it was only a half hour, because otherwise I'm going to be late. But that's it. That's the training for today, guys. Look me up on Facebook. If you want to talk ever, just reach out to me. You're in the right place at the right time, and you have everything that it takes. Okay. Trust me. Trust me, you do.
Yay.
Okay. Love you all. You guys have a fantastic day. Okay.
Thank you, Shane.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye
Thank
now.
you, Shane.
Thank you so much.